Bam! What's up, squad? Day by day, we keep moving. Okay, today I want to speak about trades. Yesterday spoke about breakout reaction. I had a nice little push to the upside. Ended up being a fake out. Again, it's very hard for people to trust every bounce. So what's kind of happening is, as bounces happen, we are seeing people basically exit, right? Perfect time for me to recoup, some of my losses and basically get out type of things, especially those that are capitulating within these times. So we have to be very careful that when these big dumps happen, there's a certain period where the market needs to sit and pumps will be fake for a certain point. And what is very important is yesterday's high gave us a secondary high to actually have structure. And you could see here, right? We are basically in this flag. Okay, and it's only telling us that when we get out of this flag is when things are actually going to start moving again. Right? So it's just so important, again, just not to blow yourself up. To know that, okay, it's just part of the cycle. Guys, we know that when this phase gets done, cycles reset at some point, right? And things start to shift. But it's important to understand. Now, the next thing, again, that I want to speak about here is I'm trading this, right? Yesterday, I did a nice little video in a trading thing, and I was on 19,000. I'm on 26,000 today, right? Make 20%, cool, move on, right? I've just entered some longs right now. I'll explain to you guys. It's just slowly building the accounts up and trading the ranges, right? Am I here? I should be back now, right? Just using these ranges. So today I want to speak about some trade setups. I want what we can do in this current market. High time frame, you cannot trust any pumps just yet. In the next couple of days to a week or two, market will be ready to go up and we'll start to see some real moves. Right now, you are sitting in a beautiful range, right? And a range that we can trade and slowly build. And I told you guys, this is where I'm building BIT-funded accounts. This is where I'm going to start bots. This is where I'm going to start using this volatility to build what I can. And when the high time frame breaks, that's when the bigger part of our portfolio will start to move. But there's something to do today, right? And things start shifting. So I want us to update the charts, look at what's available in this market right now, and see if that suits your strategy, right? Do you want to trade once a day? Guys, this trade that did, for example, yesterday, right? It took around 8 hours for me to find the trade, wait for the trade, take the trade, get out of the trade, right? You know how much time I spent on the computer? Around 30 minutes, right? The main thing right now is to not chase trades and to trade the obvious moves, right? Which means allow the market to bring that trade to you. When Bitcoin pushed up yesterday, I shorted. Right? I'll explain to you guys why I shorted as well. Okay, but nonetheless, it's not about staring now and wasting energy. A lot of the energy should be on yourself right now, getting yourself nice and boosted. Okay, but with one simple trend and an alarm and a thing like that will bring you to the right attention when things are actually ready to move. Right, and you just start slowly getting back on the horse while we wait for the higher time frame start to wake up. So guys, miss you all. Hope you are just fueling yourself. I promise you right now, if you can mentally get yourself strong through this period, you'll see how fast it starts to reverse. But it is a test. It is tough, right? But you got it. So the wasting time, let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like 𝗧𝗏𝗃. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Squad, how are we doing? Guys, like it up, like it up. You're strong mentally, like it up. I want to see how we are doing. I see it's up to 60% people bearish today. That's cool, right? If it's bearish, have you been taking some shorts? Or, again, there's no rush. I'm not saying here in full trade and things like that. When you are feeling ready, when you can ask yourself the questions that I'm not holding crappy emotions anymore. I'm kind of getting over it now, right? I've put in some time to get my head nice and strong. And when you can really get to this point of feeling that you are neutral again, right, rather than emotionally triggered, right, then it's time to start trading again. Some it may take 7 days, some it may take 3 weeks. Just don't rush the period either, right? When you're ready to start, you start again, you get back on the horse and you start fighting for it again, right? Super, super, super important. Staying in touch, keep moving, bring vibes. I'll come here with vibes and energy every day. I only went to bed at 4 o'clock this morning. I did that trading challenge and I decided to do it at 6 o'clock at night. And I ended up sitting up for the night. Trade worked out, which was nice, but I'm running on like 3 hours sleep today. Why? Because what I'm doing is I'm creating new content for the new channel, which is me trading a lot within myself and showing you guys like that video they're busy editing now. Again, my poor editors and the team 8 hours of screen recordings for them to edit together. But nonetheless, it's going to show you the entire process of how did I go from 19 to 26? How did I find the trade? How did I know to short? How do I know what token to choose? How do I know how much leverage? How do I know where to put my stop loss? How do I know my stop loss, right? So I want to just make a lot of trading content of me trading in my little den at home and just going through the process and keep sharpening the damn tools, right? Very, very, very important, which reminds me that tomorrow we have a school event where I'm speaking strategies. Yesterday, I went full teaching mode, right, in the show. Right. And it was good. I got a lot of feedback that it helped a lot of people, which was amazing. Right. But tomorrow is a very big event. So again, you go below in the description. It's a free event. Doesn't cost you a cent. Right. And just go below and sign up for school. So let's go here. Let's go in the description. Right. And sign up for school. There we go. Get into school. And tomorrow I'll see you, and we just keep sharpening tools, guys. Okay, high time frame, not much. I'm gonna go through short time frame for you now. High time frame, not much happening other than us filling liquidity, right? So again, you will see a lot of little fake pumps right now, and you'll basically start to see the markets really start to crunch down, right? When it's done at the depressing stage, you'll get a disbelief pump, you'll get a hope pump, and things will start to reverse. We're not there just yet. We're nearly getting there, which means right now market is just doing this. Right, ranging, which means the only strategies for me right now that are quite active is very much trading. Trading is quite active, right? I'm going to slowly start as we're getting closer to this piece over here. I'm going to start opening up the bots. You guys know I'm busy with the BitFunded accounts. I'm actually looking to take some trades today on them as well. I traded my trading accounts, but not my BitFunded accounts yesterday. So I'm going to look to pass the levels. When market's ready to pop again, I want to have that BitFunded running, right? Remember, with BitFunded again, you have these packages. 1-step or 2-step evaluation, right? You pay here $99. Okay, you pass the levels, you're trading $5,000. So the whole key for me here is to pass the levels, have all of this money sitting. I have a couple of packages. Where are my packages? Here's my packages. I have an expert one, which is a $100,000 package. I got a $5,000 and a $10,000 package. They're sitting here. The goal here is in this range and in the sideways, just past the level. Right. Once you got the levels passed, amazing. Then I'm ready for when we're on the other side and things start to shift off and move again. So market is nice and ranging, pretty boring. Okay. Dominance is starting to fill up a little bit to the upside, which we are not surprised. This was a very big wick that happened over here. So again, I expect a bit of a chop, and then at some point we will exit this. Remember, we are forming a bearish pattern. So when we finally over all of this crap, again, the market's really feeling it right now. I'm speaking to people, I can just see it, guys. Just fight through it, right? Save as many bullets as you can. Okay, and again, once you're in a good emotional space, get back on the horse and go again, right? Even if it's with 1%, 2%, it does not matter. Get back on the horse, go again. Another big opportunity that I'm reminding you of, guys. Link below in the description. And again, this ain't about talking about links and stuff like that. It is crazy if we are not going to farm these airdrops. Guys, here, Gravity, okay, decentralized exchange. You're trading anyway, right? You get 10% interest, right, on your Telegram by using this link here. Nonetheless, right? Trade. If you're trading, trade on the decentralized exchanges. You're going to get an airdrop. I spoke to another guy this morning. He got a $600,000 airdrop from a Lightning thing that he traded for a couple of weeks. Right? Trade. Don't force them. Don't do anything, but do earn 2 points here, right? The first one is to trade and try grow your account. The second one is earn airdrops, right? Build them. I'm telling you, it's one of the big next narratives that are in play, and that's what can possibly give you a lifeline back if you took a big hit, right? You have to get back on. Once you are neutralized again, you'll see that there's opportunities, and they are opportunities. So again, I'm trading here. I'm actually going to start increasing the amount of capital that I have within this. I did go just long right now, but I'm just trading and accumulating points, right? There's a couple other guys that also spoke to as well. Some guy got 60,000, some guy got 40,000, some guy got liquidated, right? And then got an airdrop that was worth more than his liquidations. Interesting, right? When that big drop happened, he got smashed, but the volume that he got points, and he ended up making up to double what he had. So crazy, right? So there's a lot of opportunities right now. Here's Gravity. Again, something to just build. Am I trading with the lots? I'm trading with $400 here. I'm trading. Again, I'm going to increase this a little bit more. I want to gather a bit more points. Okay, I will release with you guys in the next day or two. I'm just getting information on exactly how the points are calculated so that you can go work out how much volume you want to create to try to determine how much your airdrop can be. I know it's up to 50 to $100 million that's being airdropped, right? Which is huge. Massive, massive, massive. So there is some opportunities. Keep going. Okay, guys, let's speak about the plays for now. Not a super, super long show today. It's just about the next trades and the setups. Let's speak about the trade that I just took. I've taken a Solana trade right now. As we stand, we're on 618 over here. I got a nice little tight stop. There's 2 plays here, and I'll speak about it now in Bitcoin. But all that I'm doing is trading the range. So when we find a low here on Sol, it's very likely
Yo guys, we lost the power. We're gonna be with you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, there we go.
I gotta put the other camera on for now. Okay, we keep going. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't have a chart anymore though.
We can still see. It still shows outside.
I can't see the screen.
Take the
Can't see the
HDMI
chart.
out.
HDMI.
Take out the
Otherwise,
HDMI.
no, but then it's gonna come here. Right. Let's see. Okay. So I can try to do it like this. Okay, let's try to do it like this. It is what it is, right? Okay. So nonetheless, so I don't have a screen here, guys. I'm watching the StreamYard screen here. Let's see. Okay, there's my cursor there. So here, all I'm doing is looking for a trade to here. Then it's very likely to do this, and then that is the bigger one. Right. So again, I'm using this little phase over here to build my accounts, to obviously build up a couple of my Bitfunded things. But here's my trade. So I've taken the trade. Let me try get to my tab over here to show you guys where the trade is. There it is. Right. Just started building the trade right now. I put a little bit of a deeper stop the moment we break out of this trend. So I want to show you guys something that's important. I'm trying my best here to do it like this. Okay. Is when we're getting to a hot area of bouncing. What you kind of want to do is you want to start zooming in. Right? Can we turn the screen on? Let's see here. The plugs are not working at all. Okay, I'm really going to try this. Okay, so if we zoom in here, there we go. Okay, you have an area of where you're going to bounce. Now, the next thing we look for here is pop that trend in. Boom. Right? We break the trend, put a stop loss below. Right? Look to push the range up, to take the trade up over here. I'm not really focusing on where we are going to stop. Right? So I have an idea of where we're going to stop. I'm just literally playing the momentum. Right? So the momentum's like this. Things start slowly and speed up when they're getting near an impossible end. Right? So it's the same thing here. What I'm expecting is once we start popping through here, we start the slow grind, and the moment we speed up, that's exactly what happened yesterday. Right? There was the trend. This is a perfect time to learn trading, guys. In this current market right now, it's ranging. So and it's good percentages. So this is where we can really get locked in. Right? I've never seen Sheldon locked. I am locked in. I'm very locked in. But you see here, start slow, boom, end. Right? So same thing here. The moment I see the big speed up, I have areas of where my TPs can be set, but the moment I see that speed up, I'm looking to TP out. Then let this settle. Once this looks to possibly break, then I'll maybe look at the short as well. So I'm longing, I'm shorting, I am going with the current market. So just to let you guys know, I'm long on Gravity right now on Solana, and I'm long on my Blowfin account as well. Now let's go back in here and zoom in. So there's 2 plays on Bitcoin of what I'm seeing for today. Right, I am seeing a bounce incoming pretty soon, and I actually think we're going to start pushing up pretty high to where we were yesterday. Right, the problem is there's a little bit of support sitting lower down as well. So what I think is going to happen is I think there's 2 plays here. The first one is we're going to bounce here temporary and then drop here and go. So that's exactly take my long, get some profits going, maybe look for a short, okay, and the opportunity down. That's the first play. Right, the second one is where we're at now. We actually really start reversing this. This was a nice little trap. Okay, we push there and then we reject again, and we just hit a bunch of late buyers, right? Everyone that kind of FOMO's in here thinks Bitcoin's going up again, right? Get them trapped. And the last one is we actually go a little bit lower from here. We actually drop down here, then we have a strong push up, then these zones over here. Again, I don't have to predict those. I can put a trend line in, and we break the trends, I am activating and I am going, right? As we go to Bitcoin dominance, there's a few more days of just a bit more chop, right? So if we go here to chop, go to 4 hours on the dominance, you can see it's like this, right? Just this chop for a while. There's times that the alts will be a bit stronger, time, but it looks like when we're seeing these little pushes, we are seeing Bitcoin pull down. So I'm liking that the dominance goes up in those times, because when I short, it goes. Now I want to show you guys one short that I took last night, but I'm getting ready to build even bigger, right? Not yet, but it's coming. It's the Zcash. Right now, this thing's had an incredible. I think it's done 1,000% or something ridiculous. Right, I see a nice little higher high here. What I'm doing is I'm not looking to chase this, but I'm putting in this 4-hour trend here. Dun, 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 dun. When that goes, nice little short opportunity. Right, as it starts to break here, go sideways and break. The key is to get the short, to get the stop loss, and to TP out in these areas, and that's a good 20%, right, on that trade over there. Why am I thinking that? Because it's quite similar to the BNB, right? BNB was very strong, but we've got to realize the whole market is just negative right now. So even though your alts could be strong, right, they're not going to last too long with their pumps. We could actually look for those that have been doing very well to actually have some seriously bigger pullbacks, right? So if we go here to BNB, okay, we're popping over here, right? I just want to show you guys the same thing that happened. So let's go back to Zcash here. Okay, click this in here. Let's go to the daily. Okay, do you see that rejection candle that we see there? I always speak about when things are moving, you're looking for a point of resistance, right? And you see that big wick candle there. That gives me a good idea that this will possibly turn red, or in the next day or two, like we could see a real pullback, right? But what's quite interesting here is we just broke through the highs, right? I think it was the all-time highs or very high area. We just broke through, and that's a trap where things come in. And if I look at BNB, look what BNB did. Right? Look at the little higher high. You see that? So the big crash happened. Look at the higher high and look what happened next. Right? And it all started, and I just want to zoom in here on BNB. Right, guys, it's a great time to learn how to trade. It really is. You don't have to go crazy with capital and things like that. Look at the moment we lost that trend all the way down. Right? We started to move down, started to push down as well. So I'm just looking for opportunities. I'm looking for volatility and things that I can really just pay attention to. Total 3 and alts. Right, this is where we're at. We're coming to some support. So same thing again. We're seeing a nice little bounce incoming the next few hours to the trend, right? And then we have the drop, and then we go again, right? I would probably say we are a pump, a dump, and a pump away from the bigger move. So I'm just going to keep using this range and keep unlocking everything. Guys, shout out to Bybits and BTC.D. I got great sign-up bonuses. Anyone who's open up exchanges, below in the description, if you like those exchanges, you can get up in there and get your butt into school. Okay, let's jump back in. Let's see how my trade's doing at the moment. Sitting nice at $200 profit at the moment. Guys, the moment that these things start printing, right, I'm going to be giving a lot of money away to people that are using my links. Like, I just want to be here and help the journey and teach you guys as much as possible. Go to my sniper trading YouTube. I'm giving away $500 to someone there. Right, we're doing this very shortly, and I'm actually going to be giving away more, but make sure you're there, because I am moving over there in the next 2-3 weeks, guys. I'm going to be there permanently. Guys, I don't have a screen. Internet dropped. Things are quite crazy at the moment, so I'm going to jump off now. Have a great day. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Keep going. There's a couple of trades today. Keep going, keep learning, and keep beating butt. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.